Hello and welcome to this 15-minute moon-themed yoga flow. You're going to need 2 blocks. I have mine nearby, somewhere near your mat, and a blanket for underneath your knees. That's optional, that's just because I like to have some padding underneath my knees. You can grab one of your blocks or 2, depending on your liking. We're going to be sitting on our knees here for a minute. The blocks are helping anyone with knee pain or just to make this hero's pose a little bit more accessible. And then just start to take a few deep breaths. If you want, you can play with Ujjayi breath. That means constricting at the back of the throat and breathing like you can hear waves, or maybe sometimes people call it Darth Vader breath. On your inhale, you can lift your arms up towards the sky. And on an exhale, float them down with your breath. Inhale, float the arms up. And exhale, lower them. I'm going to take a few more like this at your own pace. Combine this movement with your breath, your prana, the life energy that moves through our body. And then you can come back through to center. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, come back up through to center. Exhale, twist open to the right. Keep going like this at your own pace, twisting from the upper body. Your hips stay stable on the blocks. So we're kind of imitating the moon waxing and waning here. On an exhale, lowering the arms. And then you can move the blocks out to the side. We're going to use them again later. Maybe bring them at the top of the mat. And then you can come to a cross-legged seat. Bring your hands to your knees. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale here. And on an inhale, round forward, circling forward with the spine. Exhale, round back. And just continue your circles like this. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you go back. Sufi circles. The moon rotates around the earth. Reverse your circles. The moon does not reverse the circle, thank God. And then come back through to center. Inhale, walk the arms out to the side. And on your next inhale, lift the arm up overhead. Exhale it over. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, float the arm down. Inhale, lift the other arm up. Exhale, bend to the second side. Inhale, lift back up through to center. Exhale, float the arm down. Let's take a few more like this, inhaling your arm up and over. Combining this movement with your breath. And I like to imagine that it looks like I'm a half moon when I'm bending to one side. Come back through to center. We're going to come onto hands and knees. You can grab your blanket, open it wide, and set it in the middle of your mat so you can set your knees on top of the blanket. Take a few movements here and then grab for your blocks. Step your right foot forward in between the blocks. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. This time we're taking kind of a crescent shape with the back of our body. The very slightest of back bends. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend into the knee. Exhale, straighten, half split pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten the leg one more time. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the back toes under and inhale. Lift the back knee off the ground. Exhale, lower it down. A few more like this. Inhale the knee up. And exhale, lower it down. Last time. Inhale, lift the knee off the ground. Exhale, come back down. And then you can switch legs. So the other leg steps in front, your body in between the blocks. Roll your shoulders up and back. Breathe here in your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, straighten the front leg, half splits. Inhale, come forward, bending into the knee. Last one here. Then tuck the back toes under. Press into your blocks, and on an inhale, lift the knee off the blanket. On an exhale, setting it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, set it back down. Inhale, lift, strong legs. Exhale, set it back down. Step your feet up to meet each other behind the blocks, and we're going to come to a halfway lift here. Nice flat back. Maybe you want to bend a little bit into your legs. Make sure there's plenty of space for your torso between your blocks and your feet. Breathe here. And then face the long edge of your mat. Step your feet wide. Bring your hands onto your blocks. And we're going to stay here in our halfway lift, wide-legged forward fold. For a challenge, on an inhale, lift your arms off the blocks and fly your arms upwards like they're wings. Exhale, softly setting them back on the block. Inhale, gently open the arms. Exhale, float them back down. Use a lot of back strength here, core strength. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, softly set them down. Beautiful job. And then we're going to heel toe our feet together. Move the blanket off to the side so it's not in our way. And just come to a mountain pose, Tadasana. Nice long spine, palms shine forward. Close your eyes. Soft and calm like the moon. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist open to the right side. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep going like this. We're moving through all the cycles of the moon, all the phases, revolving around ourselves. Exhale the arms down, shake it out. We're going to put the blocks at the top of the mat now. Come back to your halfway lift. Bend into the knees generously. And then put all your weight into the right foot and lift the left foot out behind you for your warrior 3 supported with blocks. Exhale, bring the foot down. Curl yourself up in a little ball. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, curl yourself up. Exhale, straighten the legs. Make yourself small one more time. And then come back to standing. Shift all your weight into the left foot this time. And lift the right foot out behind you. Warrior 3 on blocks on the second side. Exhale, back down. Curl yourself up. And inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, and then you can move the blocks out to the side. Bring your hands to your hips. Right foot forward, left foot back. Hands on the hips, both hips dialing forward. Warrior 1, hands on your heart. Take a few breaths here. And then we're going to switch the legs so the right foot goes back this time. Toes pointed greatly forward. Shift your hips forward. And then bring all your fingertips to touch each other and create a little bit of space in between. This is a mudra for compassion, gratitude, kindness. Inhale, step your feet back together, shake it out. Now we're going to come down on the ground. You can bring your blanket with you. Set it in the middle of the mat. Step your knees on there. On an inhale, step the left foot back behind you. Open up the left arm towards the ceiling. Side plank. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg off the ground. Half moon on the ground. Maybe your hand wants to come to your hip. Exhale, bring the foot back down. Inhale your body all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend over towards your extended leg. Gate pose. And then come back through to center. We're going to go to the other side. Right foot steps back behind you. Right arm opens up towards the ceiling. Half plank. Inhale your leg up. Half moon on the ground. Maybe hand comes to hip. Exhale the foot down. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, gate pose on the other side. Come onto hands and knees. Maybe bring the blanket out to the side. Widen your knees away from each other and sink down into your child's pose. We're taking a break for a breath or two before our peak pose. Come to a seat again, grab your blocks, bring them at the top of your mat. Maybe you just want one. Your right hand goes onto the block. We're coming to that halfway fold, like earlier. Bend into your knees, shift your weight into your right foot, extend the left foot behind you, and on an inhale, dial open the hip and your shoulder. Maybe lifting the arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe wobble and fall. That's a hard one. It's good to be patient with yourself when this kind of stuff happens. Everybody wobbles. I do this all the time, and I wobble too. Half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale. Lower everything down. Come to a forward fold. Crunch yourself up into a little ball. Contract. And then go to the other side. Block underneath the left hand. Shift all your weight into the left foot. Right leg goes out behind you. Open up the hip. Open up the shoulder to the side. Balance here, maybe hand on hip. Maybe the arm goes out towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana on the other side. Exhale, lower everything down. Curl yourself up. And then bring both blocks towards you. The first block is on the lowest level, closer towards you, the long side facing the long edge of the mat. The other block is exactly the other way around. Level 2, one goes in between your shoulders and the other underneath your head. Fish pose, Matsyendrasana. Soles of the feet together. Even the moon rests once a month and disappears during the new moon, invisible to us humans. So take the same attitude towards yourself. Open up your shoulders. Surrender to the universe. Allowing yourself to follow your own cycles, to go through your own phases. And then come over onto your side, roll off the blocks. Take a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your heart if you choose. Maybe you want to take the same mudra again for generosity, kindness. Bringing all your fingertips together, a little bit of room in between the palms. Stack the hands on top of your heart, tuck your chin. Thank yourself for practicing with me today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, watch my other videos, subscribe, like this video. It tickles the algorithms and helps me greatly. Thank you.